me YouTube folks. So my first trade of the year actually is on Friday, and just wanted to give an update on the trade and explain my risk approach to this prop firm account and how I plan to scale from this account and and continue putting it out public and documenting the process. So yeah, as you can see, 2.9%, almost 3%. I think that's for the what made it drop is because of the fee. Yeah, the fee. All right. So one trade for this year is like my first trade for this year. I won't take any trade. Um, I don't expect to take many trades this year because January is normally somehow slow, but it was a clear setup. I just had to take it, and I already purchased the account. I bought this account on the first. So my first trade is on Friday, last week Friday. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a trade recap on the account. So I'm still gonna get another account, another 20K or 10K account. But let's keep trading this for now, and let's see if I didn't go into any crazy drawdown. Definitely. So my risk approach for this year is a simple one to just 1.5%. I talked about doing 2% on my previous video. If you have not checked that, you can still check it out now. You see brief um, info about my journey so far and how I started and everything. So this um, this approach I'm going to be using is like 1.5% risk, and if you know FundedNext platform, you know we have like 8% for phase one and 5% for phase two. All right. So how I plan to do this year is to just do that 1.5%. I wanted to do the 2%, but the 2% risk is I know it's fast approach. I'm looking to pass it with like two trades for phase one, but I want to keep it slow. It's just the start of the year, so no, I don't need to rush. 1.5% is still a decent risk to start with, so it's not that bad actually. So maybe I'll put the screenshot on the calculations on this other side, so you see is so the risk per trade will be 1.5%, which is equals to 150 for a 10K account. So it's $150 on a 10K account. So um, the loss here, if I'm going to be losing, is going to be that 150. So there's like 1.5%, and if I'm winning, it's going to be like 3%. It's like $200. So you can see here, it's almost this is 295. It's almost $300, but it's not up to that. So yeah, that's just the plan. So phase one, if phase one, I just need 3 wins, just 3 wins for this phase one. So 3 wins will already keep me up about um, about 900. So 3 times 300, so it could be 900. It's already more than even what I'm looking for. So if I'll fail it, at least I have more room to lose like 5 times. Let's see, yeah, 5 times. So like 5 times 150, that would be like 750. So I still have buffer left, like 2%. So you see why I decided to go with this simple, this a little bit aggressive, not that aggressive, yeah. But I don't plan to do higher risk if I get to the funded stage. I'll keep it like a 1% moving on, but I don't want to spend too much time on the challenge phase. That I don't want to do again. I've done that all throughout 2024. Never worked for me. I've seen like it doesn't make sense. Probably if I have a high risk to reward, it's better. But uh, with my 1 to 2 simple risk approach. My trade frequency is not like mid trade frequency, so I just, if I get set up, I need to capitalize on it well to do what I'm trying to do. So that's risk approach. You see the screenshot on the side, the calculation, and or what I plan to, like, the what I just explained now. If you're looking at it, so yeah, that's basically everything. No much trade, just one. I don't really expect too much trade uh, um on this phases, on this challenge phase. I don't expect too much trade. I want to keep it, even if it's only one trade I will get until I pass this phase one for every week. I'm okay to do that. I can't just do 1% for now. I don't want to stay stagnant and trade the account for like 3 months. I mean, if I'm going to lose it inside this month, good. I lose it and go to the next account. That's the approach. And the moment I pass this phase one and two, I'm going to get another maybe 25K or 20K. I don't want to rush, like I said. I want to start slow and see how my strategy is really performing with this account, and see how I can like scale with this stuff. Yeah. So let's go straight to the chart. I'll talk about the trade, the setup, the one setup I took on Friday. Friday is not my best day, but that setup was so clean. I just had to take it, and yeah, that's just it. So if you're new to my channel, you want to know, like, you're wondering like how, my story, everything, just check out my previous video, and you see how uh, how I started, and my where I am in my journey, and like, yeah, what's next. And this one, this like exactly what I said I'm going to do. Get a prop firm account and start documenting whatever I'm doing on that prop firm account. Yeah, and just put it out public. It's not. It's I don't have any other plan, just to put it out public. I don't know. I don't want to do all this influencer style of things. Just be raw with my stuff, talk what's there, and leave other things. And that's just my plan. So up 3%. Yep. So let's go to the chart and talk about that trade. So this is the only trade here. You can see the same strategy that I'm using. My previous video, I talked about my strategy, my approach to the market, and how I get in and get out, and take profit plan, and the whole 9 yard. So first trade on GBP very clean trade, to be honest. It was a high time frame. Uh, it was from the high time frame, and on Friday. So let me explain the trade. So usually, how, if you check the previous video, you already know how my strategy is. Basically, bunch of trend lines and key levels, and previous day high and low, reaction on previous day high and low, and then just need a third touch point story. I'm always following the third touch point. This is where my focus is. Everything happening within that third touch point. If it's another, it doesn't matter if it's a 1 hourly or the 15, but if there's a clear third touch point, and the trend is clear, that's what I'm looking for. That's a very good area for me to look at trade. So you can see this is a decent trend line. We have about 1, 2 major touch points. We have 1, 2, 3 major touch points, and this is where I start to get interested in this setup. Yeah, the moment this happened here, right? The moment this happened here, and we start to push to take out this previously high, that's where everything starts to like show up, and I decided to, okay, maybe I'll probably get it set up today if my chart pattern confirmation confirms it. So I go to the 15-minute time frame. So this is the zone right here. And you see the reaction that happened here. You see how price we created a series of higher highs and low. This is the high last high we created here, and market start dropping back down. And once as that move is dropping down, and I was looking at this level, this support level. I don't like to draw it, but this is that there are a bunch of key levels there too. So I just put it here just for the explanation. I only just put um, psychological levels on my chart. I don't put mm, uh, this rectangular tools or whatever they call it. So if I highlight here now, you see there are key levels here that price is reacting to, and as price is doing that, this whole move here, we start to push up, and little by little, you see markets trying to create a bottom here. This is a trend line. There's a trend here, and once that trend line got broken, all right, okay, maybe we are looking to get a continuation to continue to push this move higher. We want to take it to the next level. We want to see how far this touch point is going to push. Is it going to take out this high, or we just going to trade to this key level and drop down? Overall, I don't pay attention to everything. I don't. If I see the bias, doesn't mean I'm chasing the whole entire move. What I'm only looking there is from this key level to this key level. My previous video explained a lot about key levels, and these are like hotspots. Sorry, these are like round up numbers like 5, 10, 15, 20. And anytime price gets to these levels, there's always reactions. And this is where I'm like focusing on for my chart pattern confirmation. So I want to see a close above or a close below a key level depending on the direction I'm looking for. And yeah, that's basically everything. So I have identified my hard time touch point area, and we took out this counter trend line here, which it gives me more confirmation. All right, we are about to get a continuation to to push, take this market to the upside, and we broke that trend line as you can see from this level here, and that's when I started getting interested. The next day, with the chart morning, so I spot this move happening somewhere around the. Just hope I don't have network issue to it. All right. So we started to push up back again, and the moment we took out this previous day high, and then I was looking for price to give me a retracement. Now, the retracement that happened here is not that decent. Usually, we will get a break like this, and I want a retest back to this key level before we take out to the previous day high again, and before we close above this next key level. That's a good confirmation for me for entry. But at this point here, it didn't do that completely, but it formed, it retest, and it tried to retest at least. Like we had first retest here, start to push up with multiple rejection, try to drop again, and buyers just pushed it back and closed above. Now, this is where I start to, take my entry here. This is where I secured my entry somewhere around here, somewhere around here. So market pushed up right here. I was like, okay, we didn't get a full retest, but it's a decent retest. And with the chart pattern that formed before the close above that key level, I was, W and M pattern. Also talked about it in my previous video. W and M pattern is like my two main chart confirmation, chart pattern confirmation that I'm always looking for on any levels like this. So we had a break, good. We retest, not a decent one, but the pattern formed completely before that break. So we had decent W pattern and a close above this key level. So once that happened, okay, we're about to start pushing, and yeah, I took my entry somewhere around here. Maybe I will just put the this thing, the screenshot on the side here. So I took my entry somewhere around here, and I just set my take profit and let everything run. This is already my take profit target, even if it didn't reach to somewhere around here. I exit once price break the next key level. I'm looking for a simple 1 to 2, and I already got my 300. And if I'm greedy, I want to hold it till Valhalla. Then you see this day might just be a very might just just messed my head somehow. It's my first trade of the year. Come on. So um, yeah, that's basically everything about this. I just set everything and I let the trade do its thing. And yeah, we you can see we went into some drawdown, and after some time we started to push up back again. And yeah, market was reacting to this level here. Then I didn't get my full TP. Once you hit this level, like, oh man, there's high chances market will just reverse from here because there's reactions on the key levels, bruh. There's always reaction. Not 100% of the time, but yeah, you see there's always market reacting to key levels. This is why I this is why I was like paying attention to this level. And once the time price start to drop from this 21200 key level, I was like, it's high chances this is going to take me out on break even. Because once price gets to 1 to 1.5, because that's the only thing I did on this trade. I'm not supposed to do anything other than adjust my break even. Once price gets to 1 to 1.4, 1 to 1.5, is where I'll just move my stop loss to break even. So that's what I did. And I was like, oh, maybe this is going to be a break even trade. I don't care. Let it do its thing. And yeah, once we got this break, boom, my take profit is already there. It's already set to 300. So that's it didn't just push higher than that. Like you see clearly, markets the moment we get it close above this next psychological level, I exit the trade, and you know just like that, after like some minutes, market fast back to that level again. But good thing I was able to secure my 1 to 2 for this trade. And yeah, that's just how simple it is. I don't know if I don't want to talk more too much on this setup. This is just how simple it is. Um, it, this is like my main setups. This is the only setup. This is same setup I will use every single time. There is no difference. If you check this my previous videos, you see the examples I did with all these setups here. And yeah, it's the same thing every day. If I didn't get a clear confirmations like this, and it's just me just going outside my plan, and you know what that will cost? Bleed your P&L. And losses can come. I don't care about it. I don't really care about it. I really want to lose this very fast and pass it as fast as I can. And the moment I as I keep passing them, I'll keep buying more and try to pass it. It's not about the profit yet. I want to build that confidence here with this. I want to build confidence with this. I'm not really this profit type. It's like my first year. I really want to go into it, like pay attention to it, because yeah, I got my strategy in check. So there's nothing uh, to wait for. Profem is opportunity. It's a very good opportunity for for young traders like us to scale, and without spending too much money. It's not real. It's not completely real. You just need to learn how to play the game, and that's what I understand. Thank God for the experience all throughout 2024, and that taught me a lot about them. To be honest, they'll keep preaching with all those influencers. Yeah, 1%, 0.5%. Yeah, the only thing that yeah, they'll leave aside is like everybody have different risk to reward, different approach to the market, and yours is only working for you. Then it doesn't mean that has to work for everybody. Some people preach low risk. Some people say take your time as much as you can, take as much time as you want on the challenge phase. If you're doing it, testing out strategy, you're doing it's okay. But if you already know what you're doing, you got your strategy in check, you got everything, you know where you are in the market. Don't don't you know find a way to pass it fast. If you're gonna lose it fast. It doesn't mean you don't know how to trade. Doesn't mean your strategy is not working. You can have 5 losses in a row, but it's problem is not built to for you to have 5 losses and still survive it easily. So with that up here, whatever losses. The only thing that will get to my head now is if I didn't follow my plan. The only thing I'll get my head now is I don't follow my plan. If I don't follow my plan, definitely something's going to go wrong. That's just, but I'll follow my plan. It doesn't mean if I lose this, doesn't mean the strategy is not working. I've tested, I've seen it work several occasions. I've small account. I've tried it different ways, working. I've spent time with it. I've been trading this strategy for a very, very long time since I started. It's not that I used to trade it the same way that I was introduced to it. It's just a different way. That's like just I just pick one particular side and focus on it. So it used to be break creators. I used to trade so many things within this trend line strategy. The break and retest, immediate break, trend line bounce, any bounce, fourth bounce, sixth bounce, bro. Was all over the place. But now, I found a way to at least reduce 90% to 80% of that noise and focus on one particular thing. So just like that's it, which is the reaction appears high or low, and that reaction must be supported by some third touch point push. In the situation you see, if you see spot, some people look trend lines like bounce, they like count every fucking thing there. But so I look at trend line as zones, not just bounce. Like you can just it's not like accurate all the time. So you don't stress it. You don't stress it. I like it to breathe. You know, this is the third touch, this is the potential third touch point area. All right, let's see if it will hold. All right, we already have one, two touch points. Okay, let's see if this will hold. Simple. Nothing. We have third touch point. We have okay, good. We have reaction to the previous high. We test nicely. We close above the next key level. Boom. Take it to the next key level. If I'm entering at 5, I'm looking to get out at 10. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So it's like that. Price. Just focus on that price level. And it's not that you're exiting on that exact next key level. This trade might still push more than this. In a lot of time, it will push more than it will even break this key level if there's enough momentum, and it will continue to push higher. But no, want to be GJ, it takes a lot of time in between that key level. So your idea might still be valid. And yeah, you just don't stress it. That's just all I have to say about this set of stuff here. And yeah, we'll see. I usually trade this with USD JPY. They're like brothers. Since this setup, this strategy is like somehow low frequency. So no, let's say mid level frequency here. If I didn't get any setup here on JPY, I'll definitely see another setup on USD JPY. So you see everything there. So the two of them now will make it now okay. If I didn't get set up here, definitely USD JPY will be very clean. Or if JPY is not that clean, I'll take USD JPY. Simple. So not much to talk about. Just want to give an update on this setup, and yeah, hope I'm not forgetting anything I want to talk about. So we'll see how this. We'll see what next week does for us. Just hopefully we don't run into some chops within the week. We started nice, and nothing much to talk about here. So that's all for my trade, and I just hope uh, it's not that confusing. Anybody watching? My aim is not to attract anybody or trying to make it all nice and Gucci look. Just put my thing out public. There's this different. There's another feeling here when there's somebody watching. Like when your stuffs are out public, and yeah, it gives you this uh, another. It does add extra. It does little to your discipline. You just do the things you say you want to do, and deviation is the enemy. Yeah. So I wanted to talk about something. So I documented this trade on my Telegram. Yeah, I'll put a link on my of my Telegram in the description. If you want to join my Telegram, you see, if you want to follow up those trades live, you see everything clearly there. Let me go to the Telegram. There's the Telegram, yeah. It's taking time. Why are you completing? All right. So set up like 9:30 a.m. So this is the setup here, and yeah, see when I this is when I got in on this trade. Once we close above this key level, I have all the confirmation I want to see. And this build up to part of why I was so confident with this trade. I like this build up here before the break here, and after that we had another multiple break rejection with somehow W pattern with another close above. That's fucking decent. That's very decent, and I really love that. So risk free trade by this time already moved my stop loss to break even. You see risk free SL move to BE. You can follow this trade on my TG if you want. I'll leave it. I'll drop the link down below. See when it hits full TP, and yeah, that's all. Everything. This is a new channel that I just opened for this my for my journey. Just like I'm documenting. I used to have a personal private channel for my post analysis throughout my 2023, 2024. A lot about my trades before and after. Is man, is a bro. Anything I do, back test, record, anything I do completely, I'll just talk about it here. Video before and after. Is when I used to stay at my previous hood. So that's everything I'll talk about for now. And yes, so also Notion.